Ah, da unten, okay, passt. Kann man sich wieder rauf teleportieren. Sollte kein Problem sein. Immer noch merken, dass es da ist. Okay, verpiss mich einfach. Keine Lust. Den allen zu stellen hier. Oh, hi. Den brauche ich mir gar nicht stich. Den brauche ich mich gar nicht stellen. Ah, gut.
What happened? You rescued me. Oh, thank you. Oh, and have you seen my brother? His name is Li Ding. We were climbing the mountain together.
Aber du bist doch Li Deng.
I just hope he didn't get trapped in Amber too.
Er war es, der uns gebeten hat, dir zu helfen.
Phew. So he's safe then? Oh,
I guess.
thank you. I will head up to find my brother now. Here's hoping I don't run into any more Amber on the way.
Ja, passt lieber mal auf. Ruhig mit Li Deng und Li Ding und Li Deng. Achso. Habe ich wohl das falsch verstanden. Konnte mir das denn nur passieren? Supi. Was war drauf, komme ich nicht. Okay, dann ist wohl ein Teleport angesagt. So, hier Dings und Dangs da unten. Tag auch.
Thank you for rescuing my brother, oh mighty messengers of the illuminated Adepti.
Seid ihr den Adepten mal begegnet?
No, I mean, like everyone else, we've heard that there's an Adeptus living in Mount Hulao. Regular folks like us would never have the chance to meet them. No, unlike you guys, you're Adepti messengers, so it's a whole different story.
Richtig.
Anyway, we have trespassed in the realm of the Adeptus for long enough. We should get going. Thank you, mighty Adepti messengers.
Yes, thank.
Okay. Hat uns da richtig zu danken.
Boy, it'd be super helpful if we actually were Adepti messengers. Cause it seems like this Adeptus has got a real temper problem. But it's not like we've done anything wrong, so...
Who dares trespass on my mountain?
Hallo, kannst du mal fertig reden, Test?
Foolish mortal, come forth and receive your punishment.
Okay. Okay, ich bin schuld. Sorry.
You intrude upon the sanctity of Mount Hulao. You destroy the amber of my mountain. And you free a thief whose freedom is not yours to give. The thief's ignorance was an affront to the Adepti. But your actions are an abomination of the highest order.
Wait, we can explain!
Seht euch bitte dies hier an. Der Fürst ist untergewonnen uns geschickt.
A sigil of permission. One was unaware that such things still exist in the mortal realm. In the beginning, Rex Lapis cast them for the mortals with his own hand. Few were made then, and thousands of years on, fewer still remain. Speak. One shall listen to the matter which brings you here. Then one shall verify the truth thereof. You would be wise to speak the truth. For Liyue is not so far from here that one would be easily deceived.
Was erzählt, was alles in Liebe vorgefallen ist. Mal wieder.
Rex Lapis. Assassinated? At the rite of dissension? What mortal in Liyue, nay in all the world, would conspire to commit such foul treason? Or perhaps the more pertinent question is, what power in this world could aspire to achieve it? Rex Lapis charged the Adepti with the protection of Liyue, and we have always honored this duty. As the people have prospered, so have we gradually withdrawn into the mountains. Indeed, this was a gesture of goodwill towards humanity. But now, alas, Rex Rex Lapis. Gone. Traveler, of the matter you have relayed, one has become aware. One now knows why Moon Carver has sent for us. Once one has dealt with certain matters here that require my attention, one shall convene with the other Adepti.
Was ist eigentlich mit diesem Bernstein los?
Paimon can. Adepti always have magical powers in storybooks. Seems it's true in real life too. You know, like how grass is actually Adepti hair, and rivers are actually Adepti saliva. There must be something similar going on with the amber.
Werden die Tränen dann zu Regen?
Your nonsense knows no bounds. This amber is produced by a flower that one has planted here, called the karst crawler. The majority of the plant is hidden underground. When stepped on, it produces amber to trap the invader. After taking up residence here, one planted many karst crawlers to ensure that the tranquility of the mountain would remain undisturbed. Over the years, they have helped to prevent many disturbances. But in the process, they have also trapped many curious things.
Oh, so the amber is alive?
Correct. Thus, one may not leave this place in its current state, for fear of the risk to innocent lives in one's absence. One will depart as soon as one has attended to this matter. One trusts that the manner of your departure will be swifter in nature.
Was reden dann schon geschwollen daher? So, easy. Zeug bekommen und das war's. Schuh muss ich noch machen, stimmt. Den hätte das noch direkt machen können. So. Und das direkt hier passt. Easy peasy. Schuh innen müsste man ja hin und dann ist da so ein Typ.
Oh, this seems to be Wangshu Inn.
Yes.
Compared to Joy and Karst, this place seems basic. Are we really gonna find an Adeptus here? Let's take a look. Paimon reckons he'll be on the balcony. Doubt we're gonna find him in the kitchen.
Ja, leider nicht. Obwohl ich die schon gesehen habe. Tag auch.
Oh, he's not here?
To the blind, everything may not be as it appears.
Sei doch, Tag.
A sigil of permission? You came prepared.
Xiao von den Lepanosch Dingern.
Though this only prevents me from hurting you myself, doesn't stop you from getting hurt in other ways.
Paimon doesn't get it.
Too much contact with our world is breaking the rules. Mortal souls are not as robust as those of Adepti, nor can your blood carry this level of adeptal energy. It's for your own good. Leave. Now.
Hallo, ich darf da wohl auf dem Balkon sein.
Wait a sec, we came here to... Paimon's peeved. All he does is think about himself. Paimon wants to give him an ugly nickname. But if you tick off an Adeptus, the only thing you'll probably ever find in treasure chests is cabbages. Blech. Guess we should go ask the boss lady of the inn about just how she manages to talk to Adepti.
Gut. Machen wir das. Das fliegt nicht weit weg. Was? Beobachten. Achso, das ist das. Stimmt. Habe ich noch nicht ausgeschaltet. Danach habe ich noch nicht Ausschau gehalten. Ja, ich bin. Achso, ist ja da, aber ich bin. Ja. Ich dachte, das ist da hinten angezeigt worden. Wohl nicht. Oh, Tag. Ist Fliegen hier erlaubt? Sagt eine kleine interessant, sagt ein Gesicht, spricht Bände, dann ist noch da eine kleine fliegende Freundin, aber nein, ich kann mir keinen Reim draus machen. Sehen wir von diesem Adepten. Los.
Oh, you've already met Xiao. Not bad. Not often he's in a good enough mood to agree to see people.
That's his good mood?
Oh yes, the Adepti are very hard to come by. Many people go their whole lives praying to them, never once actually getting to see one. When the Geo Archon built Liyue, he borrowed power from the Adepti. But most of them only know how to protect Liyue by fighting. So for many millennia, it has instead been humans who have led Liyue.
You really know a lot, huh, boss lady?
It's not boss lady, it's just boss. Anyway, seeing as you have the favor of the Adepti, things should be a lot easier. Well, if you want to know my opinion, if you keep Xiao in a good mood, things should be okay.
Good mood? Can't really imagine what a good mood looks like for that vigilant yaksha.
Will be interesting, won't it? Come to think of it, I've never seen him smile either. How about this? You go see the chef for a bowl of almond tofu and a plate of whatever it is you're best at making. Almond tofu is one of the few human foods Xiao likes. The other dish is up to you.
Okay.
Up to us, eh? What do you think you're the best at cooking?
Sättigenden Salat. Vielleicht eine Portion pikanter Pyroschleim.
Wow! Never heard of that one. Paimon wants to try it. But if we're gonna be cooking for an Adeptus, perhaps a satisfying salad would be the safer choice.
Ha. Okay, let's go. Ich dachte, da unten ist der Kochdingens, aber wohl nicht. Oh, hi.
Can't you see I'm on a break, kid? Scram.
Lächelnder Jan Xiao. Oh, der kann zusammen. Entschuldige bitte, wir hätten gern Mandeltofu.
Scram.
Whoa! This chef guy's service is about as good as that Wagner guy's back in Mondstadt.
Das Gericht ist für vergoldet. Was?
I see. If it's for the boss, then guess I don't have a choice now, do I? But my heart's not really in it right now. Not enough to make a dessert as painstaking as almond tofu.
And why is that?
A fencer's hand must be steady. So too must the hand of a chef. But my hands, they're not steady. Because a traveler once told me that this inn is haunted. And then just now, in the kitchen, I saw something. Something not right.
This chef looks so intimidating, but speak of ghosts and he becomes weak.
I keep thinking, even Wangshu Inn isn't safe. I can't keep a steady hand for something like almond tofu.
All right, in the name of high-quality almond tofu, we need to go check this kitchen out.
Na schön. Geht zur Küche. Da unten ist ja. Gut, das ist so sonderbar. Ist das hier?
Doesn't seem to be anything.
Okay, und was war daran jetzt ungewöhnlich? Ja. Hashtag Prozent, Dachprozent, Stern und Rufzeichen. Hinterher erzählt dem lächelnden Yang Xiao von der Situation. Gut, vielleicht hier mal mehr Licht anmachen. Geister mögen ja kein Licht, dann kommen die schon nicht mehr.
What? You saw it too? There really is a ghost. What? How could I?
Okay, so he's useless now. What do? Forget it. Let's just go see the boss lady again.
Na, nur Boss. Bitte vergoldet um Hilfe. Hast du wirklich so? Why? Egal.
Scared of something so insignificant. Hard to believe he was once a notorious bandit.
You don't seem that afraid of ghosts, boss lady.
Gods and ghosts. I've seen it all before.
Come to think of it, others don't seem to know there's an Adeptus here at the inn except for the boss lady.
Shh. Say any more and you'll be divulging my little secret. Right. Best you two be off. Go see to it that that little ghost doesn't go scaring anybody else. Not that I'm ordering you around. It's like the Adeptus said. Mortal souls are not as robust as those of the Adepti. So as not to be harmed when dealing with the Adepti, you can start by practicing with that ghost.
Klingt gut.
But how should we persuade the ghost?
There is a calligraphy painting in the inn known as the Witness Sigil. It's been in circulation for over 1,000 years. Go take a look at it. Once you have, look for a place outside where you can see the exact same Witness Sigil formation.
Seht ihr das hängende Bild an? Also das ist doch nicht das. Hier. Ja. Das ist doch nicht das mit der Sternformation, die ich dort gesehen habe, okay. Rex Cognitus. Oh, cool. Incognitus, meine ich. In einem Ort, von wo man das ganze Bezwingungssiegel sehen kann. Okay, aha, da kleine Dinger und dann da große Berge. Okay, easy. Auf jeden Fall irgendwo hier. Das gemacht oder das da drüben? Ich weiß, das da drüben. Das muss ja doch da oben bleiben. Achso, meinst du das die Dinger da oder? Oder wie? Achso, ja, das ist auch noch was. Ah. So. So sind das immer noch nicht alle Teile. Achso, wahrscheinlich. Ja. Ah, okay. Und noch ein paar Zentimeter da hinten.
There she is! So scary! Quick, you grab her!
Okay, erstmal.
We have to follow her. If it's as the boss lady said, she won't disappear like last time.
Verfolge den Gast. Okidoki. So. Tagach. Was machst du hier, wenn ich fragen darf?
She doesn't know when to give up. This old decrepit ruin guard. Surely it's not possessed.
Ich meine, Regnersgrad. Sollte also keine große Schwierigkeit sein.
You're in for a little shock. My. Come a little closer.
Silly churl, Billy churl. Finally caught you. Paimon's pooped. Silly Billy, Billy churl. Haunting things isn't nice. Little girl, are you listening? Chilly churl, frilly churl. Now listen here, young lady. Oh, okay. Dusky Ming won't tease the travelers at the inn anymore. Next time, you can come play with Dusky Ming. If you don't come and play, Dusky Ming will come find you.
Das ist immer ein bisschen zu früh abgeschnitten. Das ist sicher nicht mal ganz drauf ist. So. Was ist denn mit dem 5.? Oh, hab jetzt nicht aufpasst. Den 5. auslassen in dem Lied oder was? Oder ging es da um was ganz anderes? Verspricht der kleine Ming mit dir zu spielen? Ah, wahrscheinlich. Da habe ich nicht aufpasst. Gut, erzählt nämlich den Jungs auch eine Situation. Gut, die will jetzt nur noch mit mir spielen und nicht mit den anderen. Sehr gut. So, damit wir hier jetzt. Also, Glück hat es gerade geregnet, das macht die Sache ein bisschen einfacher. Tag auch.
What? You really got the ghost to promise to stop haunting the inn? Wow. You really are something. I am in your debt. Please, wait a moment. I'll make you the smoothest, silkiest bowl of almond tofu.
Nice.
My hands are steadier than ever now that she's gone.
Klasse. Mixio. Spezialmandel-Tofu. Ich dachte, ich muss auch noch was kochen. Nein, bestimmt. Howdy. Alles senkrecht. So. Was war das? Was war das Ding?
You two, again.
Wait, don't go disappearing again.
What's this?
It's your favorite almond tofu, as well as this distant traveler's best dish, a satisfying salad.
Ja, sicher, habe ich gemacht.
Quick, tell him everything before he finishes eating.
Rex Lapis. How could this be?
Ich habe noch vergessen, das anzublenden mit dem. Ich erzähle ihm alles, was passiert ist. Da wird ein anderer.
I can't imagine it. Though times have changed, I've never imagined a Liyue without him. The ruling Qixing. Just what role have they played in this? I will seek Mooncarver, Mountain Shaper, and Cloud Retainer. It is time they too made their decisions.
Werden die Adepten die Führung in Liyue übernehmen? Werden die Adepten die Xing befragen?
Adepti do not turn on their responsibilities. I have my reasons to not want to be tainted by the mortal realm, but responsibilities are responsibilities. Our god is the god of contracts, after all.
Wait, Paimon still has one last question. That Dusky Ming, she's...
When conquering demons, on occasion, you can come across spirits who have never hurt anyone, yet are also not yet able to be moved on. So I asked the innkeeper and the boss if they could keep her here for a time.
So really, Wangshu Inn was looking after her. Really keeping a wide range of business going, huh?
Ganz so. Und nun? Schaut zu stark. Okay, nach Liyue und finde den Grafen. Okay, das war ein Graf. Whatever. Wahrscheinlich hat uns der davon erzählt und so. Dust to Dust. Gut. Wichtige Informationen hier. Ausdauer und starken Angriff und so. Also toll funktioniert. Und nicht so toll wie gedacht. So. Aha. Ah ja, ja dann.
You finally returned. How was your journey to Jueyun Karst?
Erzähl ihm alles.
I see. Huh. Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, Cloud Retainer, Conqueror of Demons. Some of these names have never come up in the intel the Fatui gets hold of. As a returning gift, I too have information for you. Regarding the Archon's passing, the Liyue Qixing's response really has given me food for thought. They've announced that, as the true killer has not yet been found, they are not allowing anyone to pay their respects to the Exuvia. They've even gone so far as to try and cut off information. But with the right of dissension and all, even the Qixing isn't able to keep a lid on things.
Exuvia?
It's common knowledge in Liyue that Rex Lapis is also an Adeptus. The Geo-Archon is also the god of contracts, and is also known as the Exuvia, prime of the Adepti.
Puh.
The mighty and illuminated Adepti of today all signed contracts to protect Liyue way back then.
Guess that explains why they're all so focused on Liyue's well-being.
Naturally, they both have the responsibility and the aptitude for the job. If the ruling Qixing became unable to perform their duty properly, the Adepti have the right to take corrective action. The Geo-Archon's spirit has risen, so why would the Qixing hide his vessel? Truly suspicious.
Das macht es auch sehr schwierig für mich. Auch ich kann dieses Verhalten nicht tolerieren.
Oh, right! He's the whole reason we came here! If the Liyue Qixing has locked up Exuvia and won't let anyone near, then our quest to find the Seven is already over.
Oh? You're trying to find the Seven? And just why might that be, pray tell?
Das geht euch nichts an.
Nice answer. A knight that gets duped by the Fatui would really be no knight at all now, would they? But I can help you with that too, you know?
Really?
Give me some time. Time to find someone. Someone who can help you break through this stalemate.
Aha.
Truly fascinating. The harder they try to silence the situation, the greater the chaos that erupts. If you want to be around to see it all come crashing down, best you stay alive until we next meet, yes?
Ich versuch's. So, Kapitel 1 vom Land inmitten von Monolithen abgeschlossen. Wang Sheng, warte auf den nächsten Tag. Ah, ja. Zweiter Akt, der Abschiedsbesuch. Okay. Und dann noch den nächsten Tag. Dann werden wir den zweiten Mal verändern. Sonst habe ich eigentlich nichts zu tun gerade. Nee, eigentlich nicht. Das ist disgusting. So. Apropos nächster Tag. Erstmal schließen wir mit nur Monolithen ab. Natürlich. Kopfgeldjagden. Ah, ja, okay. Zeit. Nächster Tag. Keine Ahnung. Stellen wir rein. So. Das ist ja wohl der nächste Tag. Ist zwar Nacht, aber naja. Was soll's. Wird schon funktionieren, oder? Sprechen mit den Bankangestellten. Dritte Bank des Nordens. Krass. Kommen wir uns auch ran? Oder war ich schon mal dran? Nee. Sprechen mit den Bankangestellten. Okay. Ja, krass. Was für eine Bank. Terina.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
Ich bin kein Freund des Grafen, ich habe nicht vor, den Fatui beizutreten.
You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Im Lioli Pavilion?
Oh, Paimon knows this one. Ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face-to-face with the Shinue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style.
Okay, Paimon, in solchen Situationen bist du wirklich nützlich. So was zum Essen geht, lässt du los.
Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Klaro. So. Kapitels zweiter Akt. Such nach dem Grafen. Okay. Ja, dann Leute vorher gar nicht gesehen. Aber das sind sie. Das ist schon. Suche nach dem Grafen. Wo ist er wohl?
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liu Qixing would hide the Geo Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liuli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liu custom.
Geil. Oh, ich kann auch nur was zum Mampfen verlangen dann.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Ja, krass. Dann wäre ich recht müde, wenn ich von Hotel räumen werde.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
Mit dem Fatui?
Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly.
Nicht in dieser Hinsicht.
Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhong Li has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst.
Die Adepten halten sich tatsächlich von Liu fern. Der Geo-Archon, einer der 7, ist auch ein Adept.
As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liu's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Schließlich ist dies der Fall des Gottesmordes.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Ich denke da mal darüber nach. Eine Anlage zu zitieren, da ist doch nichts dabei. Der Graf redet zu viel.
Well, if you really think about it, we don't have any other choice.
Indeed, no amount of consideration can change this outcome. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel. which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again.
Man kan en annan väg till.
If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
Ja, das kann dann wohl dauern. So. Vor dem Eingang. Das dann wieder direkt hier um die Ecke.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
Mir liegt mehr die Atmosphäre vom Mondstaat, natürlich, Liyue besser.
I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity.
Nö.
Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow.
Hålla dig vart.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucus jade worthy of a deity.
Nachtjade, davon habe ich da schon ein bisschen was. Abgeschlossen, Battle for Mora, bei Mondschein, geh und kauf Nachtjade. Ach so. So geht's auch. Also Nachtjade, was blaue Jade oder irgend sowas. Ich weiß es nicht mehr. Wie auch immer. Wir sind ja schon hier. Bin ich tiefer gestanden? Sonst bin ich. Na egal. Tag.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day.
Okay, shit too.
It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Noctilucus jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucus Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Einem Glücksspiel anbietenden Inhaber kann man nicht trauen. Ich möchte erst Zhong Lis Mahnung anhören.
Very good. It seems you have learned some tricks of the trade.
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? How should we pick from these pieces of Noctilucus jade?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Da hat Perma ganz recht. Das ist wirklich Verschwendung.
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Tja.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What?
Er redet über Wirtschaft. Das scheint mehr als nur Kleingeld zu haben. Er scheint mehr als
Is
nur Kleingeld
this
zu
how
haben.
the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
Macht Sinn, I guess. So,
What
ja,
does
na
that
gut.
mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro-affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
Der Herr Zhongli hat ja wirklich Ahnung. So lebt er sich also in gehobenen Kreisen. Der hat sogar einen Swimmingpool in seinem Swimmingpool wahrscheinlich.
I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade
Oder
trade
Schuhe
to
an, je
you.
nachdem.
Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just sad that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell?
Wir werden wenigstens ein paar Proben bekommen. Sonst kaufen wir nichts.
Not buying? Come now, my good friends. We can still discuss this. How about this? I can take a small sample of all 3. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry, I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Diese Proben.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
So knauserig. Hier war handwerkliches Können am Werk.
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more and you may as well have my neck.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, We can use hydro to reinforce it from within.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
Ich erinnere mich an die Duaupa-Schlucht. Richtig, die Küche von Xiangling.
Oh, Paimon remembers. We once saw this big pot down at the Dadaupa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
Wunderbar, Nachtjadeprobe. 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 So, einen großen Topf der Flaschpresser. Wo war der nochmal? Und was ist das hier?
Quan, I want a new toy.
Na, wo ist jetzt? Ach, wann die Arbeit wieder aufgenommen wird. Was ist denn? Jeder Tag, an dem die Schlucht versiegelt bleibt, ist ein Tag, an dem an der Schwarzsteinschmiede nicht gearbeitet werden kann. Der Rat für allgemeine Angelegenheiten nur gesagt, dass sie etwas in der großen Kluft ausgegraben haben und den Ort dann ohne ein weiteres Wort abgeriegelt. Mehrere hundert Menschen sind angewiesen auf die Schmiede, um ihren Lebensunterhalt zu verdienen. Was werden diese Menschen jetzt machen, da es keine Arbeit mehr gibt? Ach, ich bin nur niemand und keiner wird auf mich hören, aber ich für meinen Teil glaube nicht eine Sekunde daran, dass sie etwas Großes ausgegraben haben. Ich will selbst losgehen und es herausfinden, aber ich traue mich nicht, meine Tochter hier zu lassen oder sie mitzunehmen. Die ist ja schon weg. Wenn du die Zeit ausreisen, dann könntest du in die Schlucht gehen und mithelfen, es herauszufinden. Falls wirklich nichts Ernsthaftes passiert, kann ich einen Antrag für den Rat für allgemeine Angelegenheiten stellen, die Arbeit wieder aufzunehmen. Ich werde das übernehmen. Danke vielmals, ich werde hier auf dich warten. Ach, da ist er schon wieder. Sprich mit Kuan, was? Patrouilliere in der Umgebung des Abgrunds. Kuan, ist das nicht da? Also das ist der erste Teil von der Mission, okay. Ich verstehe, so. Uff, damit er nicht einmal fortsetzen kann, was nicht, was er tun soll. Ja, dann schauen wir uns das mal an, hier in der Mission. Muss ja auch mal wieder sein. So. Okay. Oh. Muss ich wieder was machen. So. Da müssen wir ein bisschen schweben hier mal. Dann kann ich da in aller Ruhe kurz woanders reinschauen. Die latschen dann oben. Gehen mir hoffentlich nicht auf den Keks. Nö, okay. So. Oh, hi. So viele Monster sieht wirklich aus. Wenn sie die Arbeit an diesem Ort geleitet haben, sind wir nicht glücklich. Das ist wohl wahr. Hallo, ich fahre nachher weg.
You're in for a little shock.
Komisch.
Leave it all to me.
Also hier war Barbara nicht mehr dabei. Unter nix.
Come a little closer.
Okay, und der will ich mir schon kümmern. Und dann machen wir ja noch nass, der. Wasch. Tag auch.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Haha.
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
Die machen irgendwie so wenig Schaden. Level 50, ja. Ach, liegt es daran. 64 ist halt doch schon ein bisschen höher. So, vernichte alle Monster beseitige die Straßensperre. Oh, okay. Ich will abbrennen, hallo. Irgendwo hin ist, so, oder? So, was brauche ich das da? Okay, muss ich noch zweimal. Wunderbar. So, sorry. Unterbrechung, bin schon wieder da. Die Straßensperren kann man noch weggeben. Das wird ja schon ein bisschen mehr Schaden machen. Da geht's auch besser. So, die Umgebung des Abgrunds. Okay. Nichts lieber als das. Aha. Das sind solche Leute. Okay, gibt es viel Erz auf jeden Fall zu holen. Könnt ihr mal markieren. Besiege die Gegner. Okay, okay. Und bitte nicht alle, aber mal reden. Achso, wir planen dann besiegen am besten. Mit dem mich nicht mehr nerven, was mit dem da drüben. Kollegen der Umgebung des Abgrunds. Ja, ja, mache ich dann gleich. So. Oh ja, hier gibt's viel Zeug. So, da kann ich mal ja eigentlich. Und zwar ist es so markieren, ne? Hier so, Wegfahrdinger sind. So. So eine Gegner oder so. Ah ja. Okay. Warum schießt du dann da so untätig rum? Naja, so mache ich dann. Gut. Aha. Besiege Monsterlager. Statisches Monsterlager natürlich. Also kurz durch an den Nutzer. Da keine komischen Ranken mehr abbauen hier. Den Türmen kann ich die auch wegmachen, so wie von anderen Missionen. Aber. Ups, das ist aggressiv als wie. Ah ja, vergessen. Jetzt sind sie hier selbst an, na dann ist der okay.
Don't be such a brute. Come a little closer.
Nice and spicy.
So. Also, wenn es draußen so geworden ist, vielleicht gefährlich. Ah, das sind zum Vorgesetzten. Okay, ja. Ziemlich viel Monsterzeug hier am Start. Ich hätte da wenig weitergehen. Ja, na gut. Das, da können wir schon wieder zurücklatschen. Voll. Kleiner für eine Mission hier. So. Hi. Deine Steine kümmere ich mich dann bald. Und wie ist die Lage? Es ist voll von Monstern, es ist voll von Schatzräubern. Ist das so? Dann sieht es wohl schwierig aus, die Arbeit wieder aufzunehmen. Ich verstehe die Situation. Bitte nimm dies als Dankeschön für deine Hilfe. Sieht so aus, als bliebe die Schlucht für eine Weile abgeriegelt. Könnte der Rat nicht wenigstens einige Leute hinunterschicken, um den Ort zu säubern? Und das weitergeht, erreicht die Schwarzsternschmiede kein einziges ihrer Jahresziele. Wir werden um Verlängerung bitten müssen. Das klingt nicht so toll. Dracolapis, das klingt super. Auftrag eigentlich ausgewählt. Wo war das nochmal? Da oben irgendwo. Das ist ja was. Okay. Schon neu relativ weit oben zu sein. Also. Das ist schon gescheit, glaube ich, wenn ich da
It has
so.
been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Ah. Ja, da war ich schon mal, das stimmt.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit late, but we gotta cut the line.
Da ist der Pott.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Das ging relativ gut. Nähere dich dem Topf. Ah, da sind so Blumen drin, verstehe. Das ist sehr cool.
There's still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites.
Jetzt ist das unser Versuchslabor.
This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention.
Okay. Fachenfeuer unter dem Topf. Sekunde, wenn ich Wasser brauche. Also irgendwie Hydrofähigkeit. Dann sollte ich lieber hier mal kurz nachwechseln. Feuer unter dem Topf. So. Wohl nicht. Okay. Ja, so auch nicht.
Nice and spicy.
Jetzt fliegt er wieder runter. Oh, funktioniert irgendwie.
Whoa, that light came from the first Noctilucous Jade.
Das ist hier überhaupt jetzt nichts. Also,
Hilly trolls are surrounding us again. Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors. Let's take care of them and continue again after.
okay. Machen wir das so. So, und Feuer passt. Dann ist einfach hier. Ja, okay.
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it?
Ich weiß es nicht. Ich hab's
Hilly
bis jetzt nicht.
trolls, they don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Was? Wir ruinieren die Food, Alter. Wir machen das
You're in
super.
for a little shock.
Wir machen das erst gut. Ich weiß nicht, was du meinst. Okay. Also die Anzeige nicht.
Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one.
Das ist doch der.
Let's head
Okay.
back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Natürlich. Lassen wir uns aber da drin. Perfekt. Muss ich mitbekommen, das soll das viel wert sein, aber naja, ist okay dann. Lass uns halt da drin im Herzentopf und nehmen es nicht einfach raus mit der Hand. Gut.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Ich möchte Nachtjade Nummer 3. Nimm die Nummer 3.
That's the one Paimon remembers too.
Yes.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liu Achising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
Also, dann lass mal die Köpfe nicht hängen, Leute.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Ein interessantes Konzept von Geld ist das. Es gibt also noch Leute in Liyue, die nicht nur an Geld denken.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier?
Hier, ich habe es.
That's a relief. Have a look.
Ich habe nichts gedacht.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
Das nächste Mal nicht den Mora-Beutel vergessen. Dann geh noch einmal zum Graf und beantrage etwas finanzielle Unterstützung.
I will do my best. You have my thanks.
Das reicht aber nicht. So, ach, da ist ein Platz. Gut, dann danke ich dann nachher gleich mal was, weil ich dort bin. Ah, okay. Gut. So kann man auch gehen, ne? So kann man auch gehen, natürlich. Alles kein Problem. Keine Kiste hier. Hallo. Tag auch. Nachtjade platzieren. Okay. Passiert da doch was. Perfekt.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Wenn er fertig ist, bis ihr wiederkommt, bezahle ich ihn erst. Dann lassen wir uns alles vom Grafen zurückerstatten.
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite.
Selbe Ort wie bei der Adeptenzeremonie, also nutzen wir diesen Platz.
That's right. The Liyue Qixing have acquiesced to using the same location.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about. Also, the, Rex Lapis vessel...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here.
Da ist doch was vor, ist das nicht ein wenig überschätzt?
These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available.
Die Qixing stellen der Graf die Finanzen. Was wollen sie mit dieser Zeremonie erreichen?
Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
So, noch ein Auftrag abgeschlossen. Easy, geh und kauf Seidenblumen. Nachdem müssen wir es auch kaufen. Bin mal gespannt, was da das Problem wieder sein wird. Aber das wohl erst im nächsten Stream, beziehungsweise in den nächsten Folgen von Genshin Impact. Da haben wir schon einiges erreicht heute. Und ich danke euch recht herzlich, dass ihr da dabei wart. Und wir das alles gemeinsam erleben konnten. Und ja. Dann würde ich mal sagen, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Und ich hoffe, ihr seid beim nächsten Mal wieder dabei. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, würde ich mich über ein Like und einen Kommentar freuen. Ansonsten war es das. Jetzt muss ich leider wirklich was Wichtiges zu erledigen. Also, tschüssi!